Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Back here once again at the campus of Montana Tech. Frontier Conference basketball as the Digs leading 11-10. 4:50 left to play here in the opening quarter. As the team's out on the floor after the official timeout. Western will have the ball to inbound here. Montana Tech going to come with pressure. 2-1-2 full court pressure. We've seen them bring pressure at different times throughout the year. Trying to dribble through, pass to midcourt, almost intercepted. Nice job by Moy. Through the paint, left side Peterson. Back up top, three-point shot is up and out. Offensive rebound, and Davis gets the return.
Yeah, she's got to be kept off the board. She's a really, really solid rebounder.
Neibauer into the offensive zone. Inside it goes to Humphreys, out to the wing Neibauer. Head fake, the freshman takes the baseline, and she is gonna draw the foul.
Neibauer, another one who's showing tremendous growth since the beginning of the season. She's really been a positive factor on this team.
Couldn't agree more. I think she is just another one of those where huge strides, it feels like, every game. So the Digs will inbound. Liv Wongren with the honor. Wongren looking for somewhere to go. Bounce pass comes into Humphreys, back into Liv, tipped away. Ball's loose, it goes out of bounds. That's going to be Western basketball.
Yeah, I think they were waiting. Tech girls were waiting for it to roll out of bounds. I always had a rule, grab it if you can. Bad things happen when you don't.
So Western will look to bring it the other way. Right now, Western with 9 rebounds, Montana Tech with 4. The Bulldogs lead by a point, and Neibauer almost gets the steal. And Western back the other way. The pass into the offensive zone nearly tipped by Kyle Wasson. Bulldogs setting it up. Bounce pass. Cross to Lund, now to Davis. Good take by Davis. Her shot no good. Kaya Wasson with a rebound. Wasson down the floor to Macy Mayer. She can't hold on to it. And the turnover will go back to Western. Some costly turnovers here early for Montana Tech.
Yeah, I like the ball movement. I've always been a big proponent. Get the ball to the person up ahead of you, and she was guarded there a little bit, so the pass kind of went awry.
4 minutes left to play here in this opening quarter. Montana Tech, or Western with the ball. Bounce pass taken away, Liv Wongren. Wongren with the steal, 3-on-2. Wongren to the baseline, spins into the paint, puts it up with the right hand and gets it.
Set that up the whole way down the court.
Liv Wongren has 7 of Montana Tech's points. Neibauer gets a steal, now taken back by Davis.
Great play by Davis. Neibauer makes a great play and turns it over.
1 point lead here for the Digs. Switch dribble into the paints, and Maddie Moy is going to draw the whistle. Personal foul going to be charged to Wasson.
A line change.
That is the case. Montana Tech a full line change in celebration of the U.S. and Canada playing this evening. Badavinik back in. Also out is Hankowitz. We're going to see Hauber with her first minutes here today. Inbound comes into the hands of Davis, and Davis finishes. Bulldogs back up by 1. Biggest lead so far is 4. Montana Tech with that advantage. Carlson forces it up, no good. Davis with a rebound. Western out rebounding Tech 10-5 right now. Out on the edge, Belich standing at the top of the horn, passes to her right side. Step through, rifle pass down toward the corner. Around the screen with it is Lund. Lund moves it up top, through the paint, shot blocked, Brooklyn Hankowitz. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Belich forced to fire, she puts it up, no rim, and that's going to be a shot clock violation.
Tremendous defense by Tech on that possession.
Montana Tech, I wish we'd have kept count on how many shot clock violations their defense has caused this year.
Well, it's up there.
It is a high number. Avery Carlson into the offensive side, around a high screen, drifting right. Back near side, Badavinik. Bado, and an offensive going to be called on Brooklyn Hankowitz. She came to set the screen, and she's going to be called with it. So that will go to the Bulldogs. So Western, after the foul, into the offensive zone. Western shooting 40% from the floor. They are led right now by Kiki Davis with 4. Nice take by Maddie Moy. Her shot no good.
Great backdoor cut. Just didn't take advantage.
Badavinik on the wing. Feeds it on the inside. Aubrey Rademacher. Rademacher, nice pass. Auber's shot won't go. Trying to get it off the glass. Doesn't touch. And Western the other way. Into the offensive side, Kiki Davis, switch dribble. Ball almost wrestled out of her hands, and now we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And it looks like Hobber's going to pick up the personal.
Kiki Davis is so strong. She can get her shot off, whereas a lot of women struggle with that very shot.
1:54 left to play here in the opening quarter. And Kiki Davis will go to the line here for Western. Her first, rims out, no good. Davis shoots 68% from the foul line on the year. And she'll get the ball for attempt number 2. Western leading 14-13, 1:54 left to play in the first. Davis's second is good. So Montana Tech down by 2. Western leading 15-13. Good first quarter here today.
1-3-1 zone.
Liv Wongren moves it out to Carlson. Carlson into the high post, tipped back to her. They'll reset. Near side, Aubrey Rademacher, one of the senior leaders here for the Digs. Cross to Carlson. Carlson in the corner. Kaya Wasson's going to fire. Kaya gets another one.
She's got the prettiest shot.
Kaya Wasson, now she's going to get a steal. Picked up. Hadley Humphreys down the floor, tipped out of bounds. Good defense that time by Nichols. Nichols was waiting for that pass the whole time, and she's able to step through and knock that one away. 1:18 left to play here in the opening quarter. Really good first quarter thus far. And the Digs will lob it up. Rademacher. Ball is swatted away. Wasson now across to Carlson. Montana Tech 3 wide. Bounce pass on the inside to Humphreys. Humphreys battling her way, and she's going to be called to the travel. Western's doing a great job of immediately doubling her when she gets the ball.
That's called smart basketball. I don't know if anybody can defend her one-on-one. In the whole conference, she's that good.
So Western looking at full court pressure again. That one, Carlson nearly gets that one through.
Great shot if it would have went over the edge of the backboard and in the bucket. That would have been awesome.
The guards bring so much quick pressure here when they really put the pedal down. The inbound, down the floor, Nichols. Nichols moves it across left side, into the zone they go. Love out on the edge, hands it off. Lund up top, Belich fires, no good. And tracking that one down is Western. Maddie Moy gets it. And it looks like we're going to get an official timeout here as Maddie Moy goes sliding into the bench, helped up by Jeff Graham.
You couldn't hurt that girl with a hammer. She is tough.
I'll tell you, again, rebounding hustle is way in Western's favor right now. They are getting after it.
Yes, that's their advantage, and their disadvantage is their transition defense hasn't been great. Tech has got some easy buckets.
Davis to Lund. Lund on the wing, drives into the paint. Turns to her right, off the glass and in. Nice take by Isabella Lund. Bulldogs by 1. 17-16, near side, Kaya Wasson, inside to Rademacher. Back to Wasson. Head fake. Rademacher will fire from the arc, and she gets it standing on the line.
Nice little game, two-man game there.
Aubrey Rademacher puts the Digs up by 1. She has 3 points though so far in this ball game. Belich drives, lost the handle on it. It goes out of bounds, and they will say out of bounds off a Tech.
She's got to suck that into her chin.
Tech by 1. Macy Mayer will come in. Hadley Humphreys will get a breather. Final weekend of Frontier Conference play here as we are in the Mining City. Game 1 of our doubleheader. We'll have the men's game after this. The inbound to Belich. Belich fires, no good. Tipped. Montana Tech basketball with time. Down the floor, swatted out of bounds. Great hustle again by Nichols. I'm a broken record, but it's going to keep going the way that Western is hustling right now so far in the first 10 minutes.
Well, I just like the defense both teams are playing. They've
Agreed.
both probably given up a few more points than they wanted to, but they've prevented a bunch of points.
Wongren, bounce pass to the baseline. Hankwitz turns, fires, no good. So with 1 quarter in the books, Montana Tech leading 18-17 over the Bulldogs of Montana Western. We're here on Digger Vision. We're back here after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Back here once again at the campus of Montana Tech. The Digs leading by 1, 18-17. Montana Tech over the Bulldogs of Montana Western. As you see there, our new podcast for Montana Tech Athletics is up and running. 2 episodes thus far, 1 with Coach Adam Hyatt, 1 with Coach Jeff Graham. And coming up this Friday, we'll have our senior day. You know, historically, I've loved to talk to the coaches about their seniors. The coaches talking about their seniors in their own words. So not only do we have that aspect, but we have several of the seniors talking about the program, the coaches, and everything else. And that will be up and available starting tomorrow.
You should wait for a week after basketball before they talk about you never know when a player likes you or dislikes you. So that they would never say anything if they did.
Western into the offensive side, shooting 35% after the opening frame. Montana Tech leads by 1. Western out rebounding the Digs 14-7. Spinning up top, Davis gets it in the key. Jump stop, 5 feet out. Tipped away by Rademacher, but picked back up. Now stripped away. Hadley Humphreys gets it. Humphreys down the floor with it. She's picked up defensively, picks up her dribble. Moves it near side, Rademacher. Aubrey Rademacher, one of the seniors I talked to earlier in the week. Liv Wongren up top. 3-point shot is going to come up short, almost saved by Rademacher. And that one is going to go to the Bulldogs.
They're doubling everything on the block, so the 3-point shooter's got to make them pay a price for that.
9:22 left to play here in the first half. Digs up over the Dogs, 18-17. Again, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday. Montana Tech is home on Saturday as well for Senior Day, as Providence will be in town. Western down the left side, backdoor cut. Maddie Moy, her shot no good. Another offensive rebound. That's offensive rebound number 7 already for Western. The pull-up jumper is good for Hagee. Well, you have to put a stop to all those offensive boards. Liv Wongren fires, doesn't get it, but she does get the foul.
Yeah, that backdoor play has tormented Tech 4 times so far. And even though they missed it twice, they've got the offensive board and got a putback.
8:48 left to play in the first half. Bulldogs up by 1. Liv Wongren at the line. Liv, a junior. 72% from the foul line on the year. And her first here is money. As I mentioned earlier, Liv averaging just about 10 points a game for Montana Tech. Her second, no good, out of bounds, Western ball. We have not seen a run yet. The biggest lead has been Montana Tech at 4. And we'll see how this one continues. tied up 19 all. Around the arc here on the near side, Peterson into the hands of Moy. Moy, ball fake, fires it into the paint, tipped away by Rademacher, and Orediggers come out with it.
She was looking for that flex cut and wasn't there.
Macy Mayer into the paint, back out to the edge. Liv Wongren steps, fires, gets it.
Nice job by Macy Mayer of finding her open over there.
Liv Wongren already with 10 points. How about that? As Neibauer gets the steal, puts up the shot, and draws the foul.
Coach is going to sit for a while. She just got her first warning.
So that is going to put Neibauer at the line. Haley Neibauer, 78% from the free throw line, has just had a fantastic freshman season. Her name has to be in the mix for freshman of the year.
I would think.
And Montana Tech leads by 2. We have a timeout on the floor, kids, so we will take one as well. 8:17 left to play in the first half. With the timeout, we'll take one. We're back after this.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
.8:17 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech leading 21-19. The Digs shooting 47% from the floor. Western at 36% from the floor. The big numbers that just jump off the page right now. Western has 7 offensive rebounds, and that has converted into 9 second chance points already.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at that thinking they wouldn't even be in this if they weren't boarding it.
No.
They are really attacking the offensive boards.
Neibauer at the line. Again, Nibes 78% from the free throw line. Her first here is up and good. So she will get ready to shoot her second. I sat with her parents at the Carroll game.
Somebody let you sit with them?
We just, actually, we both learned from one another. We each taught each other creative things to say to officials. Tech, I'm kidding. Tech leads by 4.
No, you're not.
4-point lead here for the Digs, matching their biggest lead of the night. Western around a screen up top. Lund, left hand to the rack, no good. Boy, I thought she was going to get it. She had a half step on Macy Mayer there for a moment. Montana Tech the other way. Mayer puts on the brakes, hands it off to Wongren. Wongren steps back, moves it left side. Hadley Humphreys. Now to Neibauer. Neibauer, attack, shot blocked out of bounds, Maddie Moy. And it will be Western ball.
Came off her hand, back of her hand.
Maddie Moy out of Flathead. We had the luxury of calling several of her games in high school. Tech by 4. Western will look to trim off some of that lead right here. Around a high screen, driving through the paint to the basket. Shot no good. Rebound tipped. Hadley Humphreys is going to be called as Peterson nearly got another offensive rebound.
Yeah, Humphreys didn't get a body on her. Should have blocked off.
7:26 left to play here in this second quarter. Montana Tech leads by 4. Western. Pass comes out wide left to Hagee. Hagee with the left-handed to the high posts. Almost falling over. Good job that time picking it up by Nichols. Peterson. They looked at that pick and roll pass. And now going to the ground is going to be Isabel Lund, as Macy Mayer are going to be called to the hip check.
Run right over her. That's what you do to guards.
Yeah, and if you're going to get the foul, you might as well make it a foul.
Yeah.
Western by 4. Trinity Nichols, the junior out of Post Falls, dribbling left. Hands it off to Maddie Moy. Moy, nice pass into Peterson, double teamed, jump ball. Great job that time by Rademacher. And that will go to the Digs. So the possession arrow to Montana Tech. And here come the Digs down the floor. 7 minutes left to play here in the first half. Tech by 4. Hadley Humphreys up top to Rademacher. Now across to Wongren. Pass on the inside, knocked out of bounds. Tech ball. Both defenses are really operating at a high mark right now.
Well, you can see they've studied film on their offenses. They're doing a good job of taking things away that these teams have been successful with. The only thing is Western's backdoor cut has been really good this year.
Neibauer, great take. Her shot won't go. Rebound Western. You know, we talked about the difference in Western with the offensive rebounds. Deep three, no good. Wongren with a rebound. As I mentioned, you know, we talked about Western with 8 offensive rebounds. The other side, Montana Tech has 0. They have not had a second chance look. Neibauer, 3-ball, no. It's going to go out of bounds. And that will go to Western.
Well, as we talked about, that's the reason Western's in this game is because of their offensive rebounding.
6:24 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech by 4. And Western will bring her down the floor. Montana Tech full court pressure. Chloe Sandiford getting her first minutes here today. Hopper is back out with Hankowitz, Badavinik, and Carlson. Bounce pass knocked away by Badavinik. Great hustle by Bado. You know, we talked about Kaya Wasson and watching her defense this year. Bado's another one. She has been phenomenal on the wing.
She is, and she sets it up right. That's what I like when I watch her play defense.
6:12 left to play in the first half. Into the paint, Peterson, and travel call.
Hankowitz had her handcuffed. Wasn't nothing she could do with the basketball.
Had nowhere to go. 6:07 remaining here in the first half. Tech by 4.
Not much scoring going on here this second quarter.
Not really at all. You know, you look at this second quarter as of right now. Tech outscoring Western 5-2 here in these 4 minutes. Brooklyn Hankowitz pulls up and knocks it down. Brooklyn, that's her first basket. She's 1 of 3 from the floor. Western gets through the press into the paint. Moves it all the way up top. Deep 3 is on the way, no good. Badavinik with a rebound. Bado hauls it down. Montana Tech in transition. Badavinik puts on the brakes, comes back here to Carlson. Inside it goes. Hopper, sky hook, off the glass and in.
Great entry to the correct hand, and defender could do nothing with that.
Boy, Hopper, she dials that sky hook in. Watch out. 7-point lead for the Digs, their biggest of the night. Through the paint, there's 3 ladies. It still gets out to Western. Maddie Moy, no good. Badavinik with a rebound. She'll push it again. Bado moves it out to Hankowitz. Hankowitz deep, feeds it on the inside. It's tipped out to Sandiford and taken away. Western going to get the steal, and then we're going to get a foul afterwards. Sandiford's going to get a 75-footer, and that will go to Western.
My favorite foul, anything beyond 52 feet.
4:58 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech leading 27-9. As we mentioned earlier, Western has 9 second chance points coming off of 8 offensive rebounds. And that's the tail of the tape right now. Tech leads by 8. Otherwise, the doors that have already been blown off this thing, other than the way that Western is hustling. Kiki Davis with a great take. Carlson gets the inlet. Across the timeline, puts on the brakes, looking to her left. Spins back to her right. Moves it across. Now it comes up top to Hankowitz. Hopper. Hopper now up to Bado. We're going to get an offensive inside, and that's going to be on Hankowitz.
Yeah, she muscled up a little too hard there. She hit her in the face.
So Brooklyn Hankowitz will pick up her second personal foul. She'll go out with the foul.
That's why I always like to have 3 post players. I wanted 15 fouls.
Yes, indeed.
You play aggressive, the other people don't like it, and all of a sudden you got a lead.
4:18 left to play in the first half. Tech by 6. Western with the ball. Taken away. Carlson gets another steal. She is a nuisance. Pass underneath. It hits the rim, and Belich comes out with it.
She was open.
4-minute mark here of the first half. Pass is tipped by Carlson. Nice drive into the paint by Lund. Lund able to get a shot somehow, and Kaya Wasson will dribble out with it. Wasson across the timeline, moves it right. Now down in the corner. Carlson's going to fire the three. Front of the rim, no. Rebound, Hankowitz, rather underneath Humphreys saved it, but Western gets it. So here comes Western the other way. Montana Tech still does not have an offensive rebound here in the first half. Three-point shot, no. Defensive rebound, Batto.
Don't agree with that shot when you're down 6 and you got the ball, run your stuff.
Brooke Badavinik to Carlson. Montana Tech looking at it like a 3-guard set out here right now. Carlson moves it out to the wing. Haber back to Carlson. Inside it goes. Humphreys attacks, and it doesn't go, but she will shoot 2. It was the first time she got the ball and didn't immediately get crushed by 2 defenders.
Well, they were coming, but she was on the move.
3:08 left to play here in this first half. Tech leading 27-21. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. Paul Panisco, John Thatcher, and our crew who has no food for me, it doesn't look like. No food? I know better than to take your popcorn. In my many years of friendship with people, I've learned addiction. And Tony, one of our crew here, has, it's beyond addiction to popcorn. It's scary. Humphreys goes 0 of 2 from the foul line. Tech by 6. 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Western with the basketball. Western into the offensive side. Love, near side, it comes to Kiki Davis. Davis with the ball fake. Drives into the paint, spins back to her left, back to her right. Davis, scoop shot, and Rademacher's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, that's what happens when you extend that basketball or swing it. You're going to get fouled 90% of the time.
She pleads her case with the official, and the official does not listen.
I think that's like talking to a judge in court, isn't it?
I would think that's a pretty good way to look at it. Yeah.
You're told to be quiet.
Or like trying to talk to a parent after they yell at you kind of deal.
They don't yell at me.
Well, you yell at me.
Not enough.
Kiki Davis the line for her second. Young lady from Missoula goes 2 of 2. Western is 4 of 5 from the foul line here in the first half. Tech leads by 4. Macy Mayer to Rademacher. Rademacher back to Mayer.
Back in the 2-3 zone. You got out of man-to-man.
Macy Mayer out on the wing. Ball knocked away from her for a moment. She picks it back up. In the corner it goes. Rademacher, her pass tipped and taken away by Western. Great defense by the Bulldogs. And they will come out with a turnover. Montana Tech's 8th turnover here in the first half. Both defenses causing a little havoc out there. Tech has 8 turnovers. Western with 6. Left side, 3-point shot. Belich, no. It hits Wongren, and saving it is Macy Mayer. Wongren the other way. Liv down the right side of the paint, lost the handle. Puts on the brakes, double team. Wraparound pass, no one home, and that's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, that was totally a forced issue by Montana Tech. They got to slow down, run their stuff. They're running their offense well. They're going inside out. They're knocking down some threes.
1:55 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech leading 27-23.
Patience for both teams is kind of gone backwards here in the second quarter.
Montana Tech leads by 4. Coming up at the half, we have the Unified kids on the floor. The Unified teams will play at half of both of our games. Shot no good. Liv Wongren comes out with the ball. That Unified program at East Middle School is just an incredible program that has won national recognition. And those kids will battle at half, and we're gonna treat it like a game. We're gonna do play-by-play for our kids.
I'm glad you remember all these names. I don't remember numbers even.
Montana Tech, Carlson inside to Wongren. Montana Tech in the corner it goes. Carlson's going to fire the 3. It rims out. Rademacher, that's the first offensive rebound for Montana Tech today. And Aubrey Rademacher puts it down.
Job she did of blocking off on the backside.
Spinning, Kiki Davis to the glass. Her shot rolls in.
Great move.
Montana Tech the other way. Kyle Wasson to the right side, Carlson. Underneath, that's a great shot by Aubrey Rademacher. Western quickly the other way. Long range three, no good. Rebound, Rademacher. Rademacher to Wasson. And here come the Digs the other way. Carlson inside, it goes to Humphreys. Almost triple teamed, and now a whistle and a foul. Well, you mentioned earlier, anybody that's getting the ball in the paint, Western is just attacking.
Well, and they should, because they don't have the size to match up. Tech can run any one of 3 or 4 players down there at one time. You don't know who's guarding you.
39 seconds left to play here in this first half. 6-point lead for the Digs. Looking to get it in. Montana Tech trying to find somewhere to go, and now we're going to get a timeout call. So Montana Tech will call a timeout. 39 seconds left to play here in this first half. Montana Tech leading 31-25. It's a short timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it here, JT.
Great, because both teams got to slow down a little bit. I think Western right now is they're taking some threes that aren't necessary, and they're doing a good job of attacking the basket, especially Kiki Davis the last couple times on the floor has done a great job of that. And they've got to just slow down a little bit. They're built for speed, no question about it, but there comes a time when the ball's got to come out front. You got to run your stuff.
So the teams coming out here as Brooklyn Hankowitz, Liv Wongren, Hadley Humphreys, Aubrey Rademacher, and Kaya Wasson on the floor for the Digs. On the other side, I see, well, we'll get them as they roll out here.
Yeah, all their numbers.
I was going to say, I can't see one of them. Can't even see faces very well from my current vantage point. Wongren, bounce pass inside. Out to the wing, it goes to Rademacher. 20 on the shot clock. Aubrey, right side of the paint, spins to her left, puts up the shot, and gets it. Aubrey Rademacher with 8 points.
She's playing well.
An 8-point lead for the Digs, 33-25. 20 seconds left to play here in the first half. Western with the basketball. Western looking to set things up here for the final shot. Western on the wing, feeds it into the high post. Spin back out. Peterson fires the three, and that's not going to go. We have one half in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. Montana Tech leading 33-25. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with the Unified kids on the floor right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
welcome back here once again as the Unified kids getting ready to roll here. Unified basketball down at East Middle School. Just a tremendous program as Montana Tech athletes would love to extend a warm welcome here to these players and coaches. We're excited to have teams here as this is a lot of fun. In the paint, shot is up and in just like that, as getting that one down is going to be, let me see here, it looks like Nora Lusheen. So Nora Lusheen with the first basket for this Unified game. Again, the kids will play both the women's game and the men's game.
This is my kind of ball handler right here out front. I like it.
Yep, Wildcats into the offensive side. Controlling the rock there is Maiko Montoya. Montoya picks up his dribble, looking for a friend.
He could have played for me in high school. He's managing the clock right now.
Yeah, he's your pace. I mean, you really dig this, Montoya. Looking for somewhere to go. He's going to back up a little bit. Defense is coming to him. This Unified program gives kids of all abilities an opportunity to play. Montoya with a shot, no good. Offensive rebound by teammates Joey Montoya, and that one is up and in.
Rick Berry underhand.
There
I like
we
it.
go.
He's currently shooting 50% from the floor.
Thank you for the.
And look at him. Hey, that's an NBA trick. He's
That's
watching
it.
too much TV.
Montoya,
Awesome.
he's digging it. All right, here we go back the other way. The Eagles with the ball. The Eagles are in red. The Wildcats are in blue. With it out there is Joey Montoya. Joey into the paint. Joey fires that one a little too high. Defensive rebound. Oh, but it's turned over. Joey's shot up and out. Uh-oh. Joey's going to get another activity at it. No.
He's got the right idea. He's just got to hit at the top of the square. He's above it while he's working his ball handling.
There you go. Got to work on that, too. He's powering up with the Montana Tech logo there. Joey called for the pass again. He's going to get set up. Joey's shot is up. Joey's shot is in.
He couldn't go 0 for 5. Joey, I like it.
Nice shooting,
I
Tex.
like it.
So the Eagles, by my quick math, will go up 4-2. And back the other way we go as Maiko Montoya with it.
Oh, his teammate stole
taken
it
away
from
by
him.
his teammate.
Had enough of his dribble.
Yep.
He wants his turn.
We've got a new guard in as Jace Buckles passes it into the high posts. Buckles takes it back. Buckles going to fire it up. Comes up short. Offensive rebound. Buckles back up. Hits the bottom of the rim. Almost takes him out.
Hook shot.
Rebound going to go the other way. Ham. Luella Ham, look at her go. Ham.
Got a breakaway.
She's going to fire. Ham's shot is up and good. What a shot by Ham. We're going to have to send that video to Coach Graham. All right, here come the Wildcats. Another opportunity. Montoya.
Slow it down,
Yep, slow it down.
Slow it down.
He has obviously studied a whole lot of your tape.
He practiced with me.
Yep.
I like it.
He is.
He's in control of the game right now.
He is this thing down. So Montoya going left. Uh-oh, looks like we're going to get a timeout. We're going to get substitutions. All right, so the first lines are going out. It looks as though the kids are going to operate under the Montana Tech mold of let's get line changes. Oh, and Montoya knocks it down. Nice job. Miko didn't want to go to the bench without firing that shot.
I don't think he wants to go to the bench.
I don't think he does either.
I like this.
Nope. They're trying to get him there, and I'm just not sure he's into it. Eagles basketball.
I don't blame him. I never liked going to the bench either.
Deep three, no good. Loose ball. Wildcats had it for a moment. It goes out of bounds, and that will be Eagles basketball.
Bad call. Two young kids
Eagles bring it in.
hit the three, son.
Trey Cabrera. Trey picks up the dribble. He's going to fire. Trey's shot no good. Big rebound in traffic. Nice board that time is bringing that one down is Peltima. Kaysen Peltima. Uh-oh, loose ball. That's going to go out of bounds. Kelsey Thatcher. Oh, wait a second. Kelsey Thatcher. That is blatant cheating, ladies and gentlemen.
She was looking for an assist. Cheating's okay in this game.
Eagles Back the other way. Oh, switch dribble. Nice move that time. Shot is up, too high. Bruce Krause with the shot, brought down by the Wildcats. And here we go the other way. Time running out. I believe we have about a minute and a half left. Nice take through the paint. Shot is up and out, no good for the Wildcats. As putting that one up was Deloche. And it goes out of bounds. The official pondering, and it will stay Wildcat basketball. The inlet. Shot is up, shot no good. Defensive rebound the other way is brought in by Lane Lysick. Uh-oh, but taken away. Wildcats, deep shot, no. Eagles with a rebound. Uh-oh, defense is being applied here. Well, look at that.
Pushed him to his left.
Yep, Jason Reel has decided he's going to play some defense.
He's going to pop one.
Oh,
there.
nice move through the center. Krause fires no. Boy, the Eagles only getting one look here.
Yeah, they got to work on their offensive boards.
Under a minute remaining, I believe. Uh-oh. There we go. We've got a turnover. With the basketball for the Wildcats is Robert Deloche. His shot no good, tipped out. Looks like, are they get Robert going to get it back? No, that one's tossed in the air, no good. Loose, picked up by the Wildcats. Shot is up, shot just a little bit long that time by Jason Reel. And the Eagles have a breakaway. Krause.
Great transition defense and a block from behind. Perfect.
He got ran over.
This is great.
He got swatted. The ball got knocked away from him. And the Eagles will keep it on their offensive side. So again, our unified basketball from East Middle School. Kids from all parts of our community. Those with disabilities and those without, teaming together to help each other out. Inclusion is a huge factor here, and the free throw attempt is money. He did not watch your videotapes.
He did. He absolutely did.
Goodness, Krause goes 1 of 2 from the foul line. And the Digs lead by 8. Back the other way, loose ball. Krause, is he going to get it? He dives for it, and he comes up with a turnover. Bruce Krause stops, moving right. And he's going to rifle it from deep. And that one's going to go out of play.
I would have gave my right arm for that to go in. That was deeper than the NBA.
20 seconds left in this first game. Around the screen, good take by the Wildcats. Shot goes up. It's going to go long that time for Deloche. Underneath, loose. Picked up by the Eagles. It will be tipped across. Underneath.
I think he's
shoot the ball.
I think he's
Shoot.
getting tired. His shot's coming up shorter every time. I think he's tired.
And I think that's going to do it.
That was awesome. What a display.
Great game here for our unified basketball teams. And just an outstanding display by these kids. They will be out again at halftime of the men's game as well. The Digs leading 33-25 over the Bulldogs. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll give you the numbers on the women's game and more after this.
Nucor is a great company. They care about their people. They care about the environment.
I've never been restricted to fall in a box. I've never been told that I can't do something.
I saw it as a great opportunity to develop a career.
You create your own destiny at Nucor.
We're building something bigger out here at Nucor. Come join us.
Welcome back here once again, ladies and gentlemen. No, JT, sit down. JT was going to run off and start coaching the Eagles. He liked their presence. He liked the way they ran their offense. Just that poise. Well, go put your headphones on. We're going to talk. You got to. No, I said sit down because you were going to take off. I thought you were off the coach. You were going to ditch me.
I've been trying to ditch you for 20 years.
Oh. No joke, you have to. I love you. Let's talk. Actually, let's give me your take on the first half of this women's game first and foremost.
Well, I thought it was an excellent half of basketball. The only problem is Tech's got to do a better job of screening off this half, no question about it. And I think Western's got to run their offense. When they were running it early, they got 3 or 4 back doors and had some success with that. And from mid the second quarter to the end of the buzzer, they were taking some threes that I don't think were warranted. You know, when you're down, you gotta do a better job of getting to the hoop. And the other thing, they're not getting to the free throw line enough for as much as they're attacking the basket.
You know, it was interesting. It felt like both teams, you know, defensively they were in the mode. You know, they were getting after it. But it was strange. It almost felt like both teams kind of hit the panic button offensively at about the same time. And, you know, we kind of went back and forth there for about 4 minutes with not much happening in the way of offense.
There was very little scoring for a long time.
All right, let's...
But, you know, it's that time of year. Coaches know exactly what you do and who your best players is and how you want to design your defense to slow them down, and both teams have done a good job of that. Tech has made some threes, and that's why they've got this lead right now.
Brianna Barsness, one of our favorite humans and a part of one of our favorite families in the world. She's at home with influenza and COVID, and she's watching the stream and was watching the Unified.
I'm not dating her then.
No,
tell
influenza and COVID. Holy moly. All right. Well, feel better, Brianna. Please. Please. Let's take a look at numbers here. We'll start things off for Western. They shot 29% in that first half, JT. As a team, they were 8.3% from the three-point line. They went 1 of 12 from downtown in that first 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, need I add to this? They should run their offense. They're not shooting the ball well. And I know, you know, I've always told you all the time, everybody says it, live by the three, die by the three, and they've died so far in the first half.
Individually for Western, they're led by Kiki Davis. She has 11 points as of right now. She's 4 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the foul line. She also leads them in rebounds with 4 after 20 minutes. Hagee with 5, Lund with 5, and then from there you have Peterson with 2 and Maddie Moy with 2 for the Bulldogs of Western. The one shining big point for them, they're out rebounding Montana Tech 23-17. The Dig starting to chip into that a little bit, but not much. I mean, Western has their hustle has just been through the roof thus far.
It really has, and I like the fact that their guards rebounding. You coached them that when you have a size disadvantage, and they do in this game, everybody needs to rebound.
On the other side, Montana Tech shot 48% from the floor in the first half. They were 12 of 25. They were 33% from deep at 3 of 9 from the three-point line and 6 of 10 from the free throw line. As a team, they have 17 total rebounds, 1 of those offensive, as opposed to 8 offensive rebounds by the Bulldogs there in that first half. Individually, Liv Wongren has 10 points for the Digs. Aubrey Rademacher has 8. Kaya Wasson also with 8 points. Then from there, you have Haber with 2, Neibauer with 2, Hankowitz with 2, and Avery Carlson. I have the hiccups, bear with me. Avery Carlson is 1 of 2 from the foul line. She has 1 point.
Yeah, we'll see how much Western gets into the flow of their offense. That's real critical. You know you're going to face man-to-man.
So we're underway here in the third. Western with the basketball. Kiki Davis spins to her right, trying to find some motion. That one's ripped away. Hadley Humphreys gets the steal.
No movement from the perimeter, so she could pass the ball. She turned it over, but it wasn't her fault.
Liv Wongren into the paint, spins to her left, pulls up and fires and gets it. I love how much she is just attacking the basket as this season has gone on.
Well, that's her game.
Yeah.
She is a slasher.
She has not missed a shot. She's 5 of 5 from the floor. She has 12 points.
And she's not getting the ball enough then. I'm going to go down and have a word at the coaches.
10-point lead here for the Digs, the biggest lead of the day. That one's tipped away. Great defense by Hankowitz. Wongren to Rademacher. Rademacher to the baseline, double team coming. She's able to get it out on the wing. Wongren's gonna fire. Liv hits the front of the iron. Offensive rebound, Humphreys, no. So offensive rebound number 2, that one's tipped out, and we're back the other way. Pardon me for a moment. That one's gonna go out of bounds, and it will remain Bulldog basketball. Montana Tech leading 35-25. As Western looking to inbound. That one's knocked out. Hadley Humphreys swats it out. Both teams' defensive awareness is outstanding.
They know each other's inbound plays inside and out.
Well, when you play each other 8 times a year, you know, that happens.
Yeah, but smart coaches, they figure all that out.
All right, Lund around the screen. Lund going to take it to the rack. Boy, I'll tell you, that On top of her was Brooklyn Hankowitz. I thought Hankowitz was in good position until she brought that arm down, and she's going to get the basket and the foul.
Lund is really, really good with that scoop shot because she isn't big enough to shoot it up over the top.
8-point lead for the Digs at the line. Lund has 7 points. She's 1 of 1 from the foul line today. So a chance at her second 3-point play. And Lund rattles out, tipped out, Macy Mayer with it. Mayer across the timeline, passes lefts. Kyle Wasson lobs it into Humphreys, immediately double teamed. Nice cut, Liv Wongren gets the pass and the points. There you go.
Nice floor awareness by Hadley.
8:23 left to play in the third. Through the lane, bounce pass, picked up by Peterson, back out to the wing. Around the screen, deep three is up and in. Nice stroke by Hagee.
Yeah, Hagee can shoot it.
Boy, she can. So Hagee knocks that one down. Montana Tech leads by 7. Good ball movement inside. And shot goes up, won't go, but Hadley Humphreys is going to go to the line.
No help that time. You can't give her that kind of freedom. She's really good at swinging the ball, and she's adept at right-handed and left-handed.
Only the second time she wasn't immediately double-teamed.
Nobody even looked at doubling her. She knows.
Yep. And she has gone to the foul line after getting hacked on both of those attempts. Hadley Humphreys, a junior. Her first rattles out no good. Humphreys, an 80% free throw shooter on the year. And she'll get her second one in. She's 1 of 4 from the foul line today. Full court pressure. The inbound to Maddie Moy. Fires it left side to Davis. Davis into the paint, pulls up from 10, shorts. And a foul as Rademacher is going to be called with it.
Yeah, I like it when they go to Davis. She is a slasher, but she can also post up. She's strong.
Very.
They've got to go to her more often. I'm not one of these guys that say, let's all share the basketball. If you're the best player, you're going to have it. That's all there is to it.
Kiki Davis, Missoula Hellgate product. Her first is up and good. I would have missed that on the test. I thought for some reason she was Big Sky. Sorry, Kiki.
All I know is she was from Missoula.
That's where I was at, too. I'm like, I remember doing games in Missoula. I don't know why. I did not think she was at Hellgate. Okay, then. Montana Tech.
1-3-1 zone.
Down it goes to Humphreys. Humphreys with the left hand through the paint to the wing. Wongren for 3, rattles out. Humphreys strips it away. That one's knocked out. That's Tech ball.
Good hustle by both teams.
Very much so. Maddie Moy did everything she could to try and keep that thing going the Western way.
Both of these teams play extremely hard.
We have a packed house here tonight. Again, thanks for joining us on Digger Vision. Liv Wongren around a screen, bounce pass, goes across. Back here on the near side, Liv, inside to Humphreys. Humphreys clears it out left side, 3-point shot, money! Kyle Wasson gets it again.
It's exactly what you do, make them pay a price for that double team, and Kyle's hit a couple of them.
She's 3 of 3 from downtown. She has 11 points. Montana Tech leads by 9. Nice take right to the rack. It doesn't go. It's going to go out of bounds. Tech basketball. Boy, Isabel Lund would love to have that one back. She had a clear access.
They've missed a few with bunnies tonight.
Oh, hold on. I'm throwing things around. Don't mind me. Montana Tech leading 41-32. Tight third quarter. Montana Tech outscoring Western 8-7 is all this quarter. Underneath, Hauber, shot, rims out.
Nice move, just didn't go down for her.
Bounced off the iron hard, and here we come back the other way. Davis into the corner. Maddie Moy at the elbow, pulls up, fires, no good. Tip to the ground, Montana Tech out with it. Carlson, she'll bring it across the timeline. Avery Carlson, left wing. Liv Wongren, the leading scorer for Montana Tech right now, is on the bench. Underneath to Hauber. Hauber's shot no good. So that one's going to go out of bounds. Boy, again, same thing the other way. She would love to have that one back.
Yeah,
She had great position.
I think that was Humphreys with that, not Hauber. You were,
Oh, did I Hauber that time? I apologize.
It was
It was Humphreys. And it looks like, oh, are we going to get a warning on both sides now? That looks like, that's my guess. I think Coach Graham is
He's going to
chatting.
get a T here. You don't chat very long once they give you a warning.
I do believe both sides have a warning now. Is
They
that
do.
right?
That's correct.
So Western into the offensive side. Bounce pass to the elbow, Peterson. Peterson dribbling right. She'll fire from the foul line, no good. Rebound, Wasson. Rebound number 23 for Montana Tech. They have 4 less than Western. Haber, bottom right corner. To Neibauer. Neibauer with a right hand. Double team to Haber. Haber pulls up. Short corner, knocks it down.
Great effort off the bench.
Haley Haber, the freshman out of Billings, knocks that one down. 4 points on the day for her. She's 2 of 4 from the floor. Through the paint, shot no good. Peterson with a rebound. She'll clear it to the wing. Moy trying to save it. It's going to be picked up by Haber. Nice pass to Carlson. Carlson gets taken out.
She got fouled big time. That is a great play by Haber. Tremendous play. The recognition to know that she had a player open down the court. Not anybody else sitting in these seats can do that.
No. And it looks as though they might take a look at this one on replay. But they're going to talk, the officials are going to talk about it anyway.
They always talk too much. Let's be quite honest with you. But
John Thatcher, head of officials.
I thought she got her across the wrist.
So they do call the foul, and they will go look at the replay. So we do have 2 cameras to look at from different angles. Montana Tech leads by 11. That's matching their biggest lead of the day. What's different here in this third quarter, JT? Anything?
No, I think the energy's fine. I still think Western has taken some shots that they shouldn't take. They're not being patient enough on offense. I don't know. Somehow, some way, they've got to get the ball. They're not using the post area hardly at all. And also, I don't think, and I'm not questioning coaches, but Kiki Davis is a threat down there, and I don't think she's getting enough touches.
43-32, Montana Tech by 11. The officials still looking at the replay here. 5:27 left to play here in the third. Let's get you some numbers here real quickly. As for Western, Kiki Davis leading scorer with 13. Hagee has 8, Lund with 7 for the Bulldogs. On the other side, Montana Tech led by Liv Wongren. 14 points for Liv. She's 6 of 8 from the floor. Also in double digits, you have Kaya Wasson with 11 and Aubrey Rademacher with 8 points on the day here for the Orediggers.
What's unique about this team is it's like the Carroll game. Brooke Badavini played about 8 or 10 minutes and scored 13 points. She was the difference maker in that game. And so some nights, Liv has a big, they've got so many players that can just get it done for you.
Agreed. And they all have confidence to play their game now. That confidence has been building all year long.
That helps a lot.
Avery Carlson at the line.
I love the quickness of this girl.
Oh, I do too.
I didn't know they had a lot of quick people in Havre, but this is one.
I'm not going there.
I know you're not, but I am. She is quick. She's the one who can match up with anybody in the conference.
Period. She is a tremendous defensive player. Great footwork, quick hands. And her offensive side, she was a monster for the Blue Ponies offensively, and you're starting to see that step up here. She hits her first.
She invented the word champion.
Yeah, she's a machine. Second free throw attempt, no good. Montana Tech by 12, their biggest lead of the night. Western across midcourt with it is Hagee. Hagee with the left hand. Ball tipped out as Carlson got a hand on it.
That's the other thing we don't talk about in basketball, her anticipation of where that ball's going. She got a hand on it. That's all you want to do is disrupt the offense, get that clock to run down.
Around a screen, dribbling right, Nichols. 10 on the shot clock. Nichols goes into the high post, around a screen, nice take to the basket, and getting the easy shot is Isabel Lund.
That was too easy.
Lund gets the basket. She has 9 points on the day. She's 4 of 10 from the floor. Montana Tech with it. Hauber. Up top, Hankowitz. Left side, Neibauer. Neibauer attacks. Shot is up and in.
I can tell you this right now. She's going to attack every time she has the ball. Neibauer loves to get to the hoop.
And we talked about that defensive pressure. That one knocked out of bounds on the pass. And that's one of that, you talked about the Montana Tech guards and Carlson especially, but boy, you look at Carlson on the wing, Neibauer on the wing, Kiowassen and Badovinik, all are so good defensively, and that anticipation, that kind of, that basketball smarts, they all have, they're full of it.
That's a trait that I don't know if you can teach it. Some coaches may say I'm wrong, but you either got it or you don't. That's, to me, the get it factor. You got it.
The Digs by a dozen. We have a timeout on the floor, so we'll take a quick one, kids. We're back here after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. Paul Panisco, John Thatcher, 4:39 left to play here in the third. The Digs up by a dozen, still shooting 48%. It has hovered right around 50% for the entirety of the game thus far.
Yeah, they've shot the ball well.
High percentage shots, too.
There's something magnificent about that. That three-point line can die sometimes, but they've hit their share of threes here tonight, too.
Yeah, that they have. They're shooting 33% from the arc. Western, Kiki Davis down the right side of the paint, spins into the paint, pulls it up and knocks it down.
Doesn't touch the ball enough.
She made that
touch the ball enough.
That's a hard move, and she made that look awfully easy. It's amazing what strength will do. Badovinik fires, Bado no good. And Davis lost that one out of bounds, so Tech will remain in possession.
Good look from Bado. I think the ball slipped a little bit. She didn't quite get it up.
So Montana Tech will spread it out, look for the inbound. It comes into Badovinik, far left side. Bado, boy, she had an opening. I thought she might take it. Comes up top, Rademacher. Aubrey with the right hand. Aubrey attacks, and Rademacher gets it. She's into double digits with 10.
I love her as a player. She plays so hard.
Down to the baseline, spinning with the right hand. Nice take, shot won't go. It's tipped. It comes right back into the hands of Lund, and she steps on the baseline.
No, she came from out of bounds. You can't do that.
Thank you. 3:56 left to play here in the third. Tech by a dozen.
On occasion, I'm alert.
Really?
Just on occasion.
Okay. Well, I mean, helmet sticker, you were watching
she went
that
out of
time.
bounds, came back in. You can't do that.
So here comes Chloe Sandiford across the line. Sandiford down the left side of the paint. Wide access. Her first shot no good. Hadley Humphreys with a rebound. No. Tipped out. Badovinik. Bado will back up. Swings it left. Rademacher. I like them pulling that one back out and readjusting.
Absolutely.
Humphreys turns. Fires. Hadley Humphreys gets it.
They're dead in the water. One-on-one. She's got a mismatch.
That's her first field goal. She's 1 of 6 from the floor. Great pass, running the lane, and easy 2 points for Western as Nichols gets the pass, and she'll put it up for the easy 2.
Tech fell asleep on defense on that possession.
Rademacher underneath, Hadley Humphreys with the left hand. Again, one-on-one defensively, and she rolls that one in with the left hand.
Can't stop her.
3 minutes left to play in the third. Tech leads by 14, matching their biggest lead. And that's going to be offensive.
Absolutely. Great job by Wongren.
Liv Wongren draws the charge again, as she is known to do. Sandiford will check out. Macy Mayer will come in. So the Digs will look to bring her down the floor here. Liv Wongren and Macy Mayer in the backcourt. Badovinik, Hadley Humphreys, and Aubrey Rademacher on the other side. Wongren drifting right, up top to Mayer. Inside it goes to Humphreys. Humphreys Fights her way up, shot blocked. Nice job getting in there that time by Belic. Belic swats it away. Western in transition, Nichols through the double team, whistle and a foul.
I'll tell you what, Western attacks the basket as well as anybody. They probably have missed a half a dozen bunnies under there, however.
2:30 left to play here in this third quarter. Montana Tech leading by 14. And Trinity Nichols will go to the line. Nichols, a junior out of Post Falls, Idaho. And her first here is up, rims over the iron and falls in. Nichols is 2 of 2 from the foul line. Western is 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Nichols' second is money. Diggs by a dozen. 2:25 left to play here in the third. Avery Carlson drifting lefts. Carlson 2 points on the day. Pass inside to Macy Mayer. Mayer double team, spins to her right. Down to Wongren. Liv in the key. Picks up her dribble. Moves it across to Batto. Batto attacks, and Batovinik will get the basket and the foul.
I like where she controlled the basketball. She held it under her arm and then shot a little baby hook. I'm going to have to give her a bad time on that one. Where'd you learn that little jump hook?
14-point lead for the Digs. Batto's lone attempt rattles out. Offensive rebound, Rademacher. Out to Wongren. Wongren attacks and draws the foul. So Wongren going to go to the stripe.
The block was good, but she got to the body, and that's important when you're a basketball player.
So Belic gets the personal. Kiki Davis back in. 2:03 left to play here in the third. Again, final weekend of action here in the Frontier Conference. And it couldn't be more up in the air this year than it's insane. You know, we always talk about how close it is at the end of the year, but we've just never had this kind of a logjam on both the men's and the women's together. It's incredible.
No, that's what makes it fun and exciting. It's not boring.
Wongren's second is money.
No, Wongren's playing extremely, extremely well.
16 points for Liv. She is the leading scorer on the floor. Western dribbling left, step back, deep three is up and in. That's a big-time shot for Sammy Love. Sammy, a freshman out of Lehigh, Utah. Left wing, they'll feed it into Humphreys. Humphreys now draws the double team. Comes out to Carlson, back to Humphreys. They'll move it up top. Carlson eyed the three for a moment. Switch dribble through the paints, and that one's going to go out. Miscommunication as Wongren was making her way toward the top of the horn. Pass went to the wing, and that will go to Western. And Tech will bring in the line change. Neibauer will come in with Sanford, Kyle Wasson, Aubrey Rademacher, and Brooklyn Henkowitz.
Montana Tech is playing their best basketball right now, and no better time to get ready for the tournament.
Again, you go back to the idea of they went 3 for 4 on the road the past 2 weeks, which in this conference you just don't get very often. Nice attack down the right side. Peyton Hagee will be fouled. And it has been a long, long time since the Tech ladies have gone 3 of 4 on the road in conference.
No question.
Again, it just speaks volumes to how good the conference is and the strides that this Tech team has made.
Well, it's amazing when you recruit young players that aren't afraid to come in and play. And I shouldn't say the words not afraid, but aren't ready to play. He's been fortunate in that 2 or 3 of them, and Hadley, Humphreys, as a JC transfer, walked in and they're difference makers.
Montana Tech down the floor. Neibauer wide left. Kyle Wasson. Wasson near side. As Brooklyn Henkowitz. Henkowitz dribbling right. Picks up her dribble. Moves it all the way up top. Aubrey Rademacher. Rademacher inside Henkowitz. Henkowitz turns, fires, comes up just short. And Belic, good defense. She'll grab the rebound and back the other way the Bulldogs go.
Belic has a couple blocks here tonight.
Yes, indeed. Big collision in the paint.
I want to see how they're going to call this. Wow, that could go either way. They're going to give her a...
Yeah, they're going to give Chloe Sanford the block. Both of those ladies showed some significant strength right there.
Wouldn't bother me either way if they called the block or the charge. That's how controversial that call was.
An 11-point lead for the Digs. Kiki Davis at the line. Davis, 5 of 6 from the free throw line so far here tonight. And her first rattles out. She's a good free throw shooter on the year, just under 70%. Her second is up and good.
She's their leading scorer, I'm assuming.
Yes, indeed. She has 16.
Doesn't touch the ball enough.
She's 5 of 9 from the floor. Leading rebounder as well with 6. Bulldogs. Driving. Humphreys kicks it out on the left side. Hankowitz feeds it inside to Humphreys. One-on-one. Now the double team. Humphreys fights her way in. No. Liv Wongren got the rebound and then drew the foul.
Yeah, got her from behind.
That was one of those, she had no business getting that rebound. There were black jerseys all around her, and Wongren was able to go up and take it down.
When you're physically strong, you can do that, and she is physically strong.
I would know nothing about that, unfortunately.
Well, go down an arm wrestler, and you'll learn.
Well, no, from a personal perspective.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, I've been beat up my whole life, but just personally. Liv Wongren at the stripe, 72%, and she knocks that one down. Wongren having a monster night. She's 4 of 5 from the free throw line. She has 17 points. She had 21 earlier this year against Dickinson, and her career high is 22 a couple of years ago against Walla Walla.
Well, I'm going to run down and tell Coach Graham to get her the ball more.
Yeah, come on. 18 points for Liv. She is the leading scorer on the floor. Shot clock is off. Montana Tech will come with full court man, slow him down a little bit, or try to anyway. Hagee across midcourt. Hagee on the right wing, backs up. They'll play for the final shot here of this third quarter.
They're down, how much, 12?
12 seconds, down to 10. Pass goes right side. Kiki Davis looking for help. 3 up top. Belich fires the 3, no good. So we have 10 minutes left in regulation. Montana Tech leads by a dozen, 58-46. The Digs over the Dogs. We are here on Digger Vision. We're back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most. Community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech. As you see on your screen, the Orediggers, our podcast is up and running for Oredigger Athletics. We talked to the basketball coaches in the first 2, and actually the one that will be released tomorrow, we're going to talk to the coaches about their seniors, but also talk to some of the seniors about their time here at Montana Tech, and it's going to be awfully good. I had a great opportunity to sit with some of the players and get some good stories about their time here, how they got here, and about their coaches as well.
Well, both teams have great groups of seniors, so that'd be a fun interview.
So again, thanks for joining us. You can find next week's podcast. It's released every Friday. You'll find that wherever you find your podcast. I know, JT, where do you go for your podcast, JT?
Usually home by myself.
Oh, I love it. Don't worry, you'll be on it soon.
Nobody's interested in talking to me.
Well, obviously
I'm
I
old,
am.
I'm not smart, and I can't think anymore. That's what young people think of you when you get old.
Wongren up top, bounce pass to Humphreys. Hadley with the left hand. Kind of feel her swagger starting a little bit. Aubrey Rademacher, shot blocked by Belich, and she's going to get the foul.
Swung the ball instead of going straight up with it.
Belich has put herself in good position defensively a couple times here today. She really has not been beat off the dribble.
No, she's done a nice job of intimidating people, to be quite frank with you.
Rademacher at the line. Aubrey shooting her first free throw today. Aubrey is one of the seniors that you will hear in the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, Belich is just a freshman too. She's learning the game, but she's getting better and better all the time.
Second is money. 14-point lead for the Digs. They've led by as much as 16. Cross midcourt is Lund. They'll move it around the arc right side to Moy. Handoff, dribbling Lund. Back up top, Belic to Lund. Well, I thought she had a lane there for a second. Step through, Kiki Davis lost the handle, take it away, Liv Wongren. It felt like the turnovers were going Western's way in the first half, and it feels like they're angled toward Montana Tech here in the second half.
I think you're probably correct when you look at the final statistics.
Aubrey Rademacher takes it to the rack and rolls it in. 14 for Aubrey tonight. Tech leads by 16, matching their biggest lead of the night. Into Davis, and she'll be fouled by Humphreys. Humphreys, little ambitious, tried to reach across and swat it away.
I would give Kiki Davis the ball every time down the floor. Every time she's got to have a touch. It doesn't mean she's got to score, but they're very aware of her presence.
Junior out of Missoula. Western lobs it out. Belic. Belic with a right hand, drifting right. Backdoor cut by Davis, well defended that time. Instead, moves it up top to Love. Sammy Love knocked down a huge three earlier. Love spins, goes to the left hand. Pass underneath. Maddie Moy gets the pass in the point.
There's that backdoor cut again. Somebody was in the way, but Moy still makes the play. Nice job.
Just a great pass, great finish. 8:48 left to play here in this ball game. Montana Tech up 62-48. Personal foul. Brooklyn Hankowicz, she gets her fourth. So that will bring her to the bench. She's been battling foul trouble here all night. And at the line, Maddie Moy. And the free throw is money. I didn't even look. I'd have to assume Maddie Moy is a phenomenal free throw shooter. 80%.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
13-point lead for the Digs. Liv Wongren. Liv with the left hand, looking for the cut. Well defended. Spins, moves it out to Humphreys. Humphreys turns into the double team. Good defense. Humphreys fights through it. It's knocked around. Western comes out with it somehow. And here come the Bulldogs in transition. 8:18 left to play here in the ball game. Western handoff, Kiki Davis. Davis, little head fake, spins to her left, puts it up off balance, no good. And Montana Tech with a rebound. And a travel call going to go to Western. Good defense by Kiki Davis. The first half, we talked a lot about the rebounding advantage for Western. Right now, that rebounding advantage has been trimmed to 1. Western has 32, Montana Tech with 31. Belic fires the short corner, no good. Rebound, Montana Tech.
You just got to run their stuff, run some clock, and don't leave people all alone.
Oh, my. Hadley Humphreys.
This not good transition that time. Can't leave Humphreys that close to the bucket all alone.
7 points for Humphreys. The bulk of those coming here in the second half. Peyton Hagee passes near side to Belic, back to Hagee. 7:35 left to play here in this ball game. We better go take a look at some other scores here.
That is a nice move, nice shot.
Yeah, nice shot that time as Western gets 2 points down. Let me get my computer ahead here, and we'll take a look at other scores in a minute. Carlson out to Rademacher. Aubrey's shot no good. Big rebound, Maddie Moy, and a travel call as she goes to the ground.
That's a good call, correct call.
Oh, it looks as though. So Rocky Mountain College, to put it bluntly, is clobbering Carroll in Helena, 62-43.
I don't know if something's going on at Carroll because they haven't played well for a couple weeks.
Pass comes in. Nice step through, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Kiki Davis is going to go to the line.
You used the Euro step.
There you go. So Rocky is up over Carroll 62-43. That's under a minute left to play. So Rocky Mountain College will take over sole possession of first place on the women's side. The other game, Providence is up by 4 over Northern, 59-55, with about the same time frame as we have here. Well, Kiki Davis, first one no good.
Northern doesn't have quite as many athletes as the other team, but Coach Moat is a genius for the things he does.
You guarantee they're going to play. Rademacher pulls it down. Boy, if Northern gets that win at home, that changes a lot of things.
Gotta win at home, gotta win on the road now.
There you go. We'll pull up the standings here in a moment. Haber down the left side of the paint, out to the corner. Carlson, three-point shot short. Tipped her own rebound, but Western going to come out of the pile with it. Quickly the other way, Hagee. Hagee from deep. No. And Maddie Moy tried to save it. Going to go out of bounds, Tech basketball. 6:38 left to play here in this ball game. Montana Tech leading 64-51. Again, when we get a break here, I'll pull up the standings. Again, Rocky is going to win in Helena.
So they take over first place, correct?
They'll be in first place by their lonesome. If Tech hangs on to this one, they'll be tied with Carroll for second place, and they would have the tiebreaker with Carroll as well.
They do.
Down the left side, Haber. Through the paint, nice bounce pass to Wongren, back inside Humphreys. Humphreys fights her way up, gets it in. Hadley Humphreys, ladies and gentlemen.
My favorite play, kick it out and give it back.
9 points for Hadley. Again, the bulk, if not all, here in the second half. Western through the paint, ball's knocked away. Haber gets the steal. That's a tremendous play by the freshman. Liv Wongren puts it up off balance. Kiki Davis going to get the foul.
Yeah, Western's in disarray right now. They've got to have a timeout and hash this over.
Wow, so Rocky Mountain College gets the win in Helena, 62-45. So Carroll has lost their last two home games.
They have not shot the ball well.
All right, so we've got a timeout. We're going to keep it here. I'm going to pull this down. Let me get our standings up here as it stands. So this is not updated, but Rocky Mountain College will go to 10-4. They'll be in first place. Carroll College goes to 9-5. If Montana Tech wins this ball game, they'll go to 9-5 and be tied with Carroll. And then the University of Providence is on the bubble right now. They're 8-5 currently. And the score on their game, let me dig that out here. Providence is up over Northern in Haber by 6 with 4 minutes left to play. So if Providence and Tech both win, we'd have a three-way tie for second place.
So the Providence game's real critical Saturday then, because they split, right? Didn't Providence beat Tech here and lose them up there? Yeah.
That's exactly it. So if both Montana Tech and Providence win, that game on Saturday would be for a big old bag of marbles because Carroll College is tied as well. Montana Tech does have the tiebreaker against Carroll. So if Tech beats Providence on Saturday and Carroll wins, even though they'd be tied for second place, Tech would have the tiebreaker over the Saints.
That's why you play 3.
So Tech will look to hold on here as at the foul line, Liv Wongren. We'll keep track of that Providence Northern game. And as you mentioned, in case anyone hasn't figured it out yet, we're both huge fans of Chris Mowat at Northern.
Big time.
One of our favorite human beings in the world and one of the best defensive coaches you're going to find, which fits the mold of this conference. And Wongren makes the first one look easy. She's 6 of 7 from the foul line. She has 19 points. Again, her season high is 21 against Dickinson, and she now has 20. Western with the basketball.
Get her the ball.
Tech up by 17. This is their biggest lead of the night. Down the right side of the paint, spinning, kicked out to the wing. Had an opening for a minute. Great pass inside, and Lund will finish.
Tremendous pass.
Lund will get the shot and the late foul.
I think Humphreys got her on the arm.
5:41 left to play here in the ball game. And going to the foul line is Isabella Lund, senior out of Tumwater, Washington. She has really had a nice year here for Western, or at least the games I have seen.
Yeah.
She has played awfully well every darn time.
She's really consistent.
Lund, 14 points. She's 6 of 14 from the floor. Trap coming. Pass down in the corner. Batovic going to try and make him pay. Bato's 3, no good. Offensive rebound, back up, no good. Tipped out, Montana Tech with another offensive rebound. Humphreys goes up, and it's going to be offensive.
Yeah, she went the wrong direction. She had her left hand, went with the right.
Boy, Montana Tech, I keep coming back to it, but Tech was out-rebounded in a big way early in this ball game, and that has changed drastically. Montana Tech now with 5 more rebounds than Western. Both of them have 10 offensive rebounds. Remember, Western had 9 offensive rebounds in the first half.
Yeah, and Tech had 1.
Spinning through the paint, left hand, no good. Tip to the wing, and tracked down by Peterson. Her pass goes out of bounds. Tech basketball. So Tech will get the ball back here. Whoops, hold on. Thank you. So here we go back, Montana Tech with it. And the Digs will look to bring her in here. Kyle Wasson. Pass comes in to Liv Wongren. Montana Tech up 68-54. Wongren across midcourt. That one's knocked away. Western comes out with it. Down the right side, attacking is Nichols. Out to the wing. Into the paint, back to Nichols. She's going to step left, fires the 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped away, Montana Tech gets the rebound. Liv Wongren with the rebound, and here come the Digs back the other way.
Time to slow it down, run some clock, run your stuff.
Wongren on the wing, switch to the left hand into the high post. Bounce pass goes out. Double team coming, taken away. Lund with the steal. Lund going to take it coast to coast. Lund gets the finger roll up and in. Great anticipation that time by Lund to get that steal. And they trim the lead to 12. 4:14 left to play here in the ball game. Hobart drives into the paint, up top. Wongren gonna pull the trigger. Liv Wongren knocks it down.
Tighter high.
Liv Wongren, 23 points. That is her career high here at Montana Tech. Down the left side, Hagee. Out to the edge, into the paint. Nice pass underneath Peterson. Peterson turns, fires, partially tipped. Tech basketball. So Liv Wongren with 23 points, passes her career high of 22 that she shot against Walla Walla 2 years ago. Kyle Wasson right to the rack, no good. Offensive rebound, Haber, her second, no good. And Macy Mayer will come out with it, but she'll be fouled.
Well, my whole look at this game right now is Tech has totally worn Western down. They're trying to still push the ball. But rebounding's the difference. When your legs are going, it just makes it a lot more difficult.
3:29 left to play here in the ball game. Montana Tech by 15. They've been up by as much as 17. Western's last lead was 2 minutes into the contest. And Montana Tech going to call a timeout. Short timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. 3:29 left to play. Montana Tech leading 71-56. Let me grab our scoreboard here. So again, Rocky beat Carroll. So Rocky is in first place by themselves. And right now, Providence up over Northern 62-59 with 90 seconds left.
Well, here comes full court pressure.
If Northern wins that one, that really puts a nice spotlight on Montana Tech to jump into that number 2 seed. But again, the big part of that is they have to take care of business tonight. They have to take care of business on Saturday.
And Coach Moritz got to get a couple stops. Can't afford to foul with 90 seconds on the clock. That's too much time. And this is when free throw shooting becomes part of your life.
3:29 left to play here in this ball game. Tech leading 71-56. The inbound comes to Brooklyn Hankowitz, and she finishes. Down the floor, Western. Lund down the left side of the paint. Spins in traffic. Backdoor cut. Nice finish by Belich.
They are really good at backdoor cuts.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yep.
15-point lead for the Digs. Into the offensive side come the Montana Tech Orediggers. Carlson moves it left, now on the interior. Back up top, Hadley Humphreys for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Carlson.
Pull it out, run some clock.
Montana Tech 42 rebounds, Western with 35. Carlson drives, hands it off on the edge, Macy Mayer. Mayer with the right hand, drives into the paint, steps through, scoop shot is up, no good, but Macy's gonna go to the line.
That's her move, crossover step.
You know, you brought it up earlier, this Montana Tech team is playing their best basketball right now.
They are, and they're playing smart basketball, but the reason they are good is because of their defense.
2:40 left to play here in the ball game. Montana Tech by 15. And Macy Mayer at the line. Mayer, junior on paper. Again, she will be honored for Senior Day on Saturday. She's a 73% free throw shooter, and she gets her first.
They'll miss her defensively next year. She has length, and she's got great foot movement.
Mayer gets them both. Yeah, she's one of those that if all you're doing is paying attention to the scoring, you don't see 95%. She's like the 95% of the iceberg under the water, for goodness sake, what she brings otherwise.
She has figured out her game, what she's really strong at.
Belich with the left hand, hands it off to Davis. Davis to the elbow, pulls up, jump shot, no. Long rebound, tracked down by Western. Back out to the wing. Belich turns, looking to get rid of it. Pass goes all the way out. Davis now up top with it. 2:10 remaining in the ball game. Going right, Nichols. Pass underneath, falling away. Maddie Moy knocks it down.
There's that backdoor cut again. They're the best in the conference at that.
15-point lead for the Digs. We check our score update here as Sanford drives, moves it out right side. Neibauer on the wing, picks up her dribble, pass is tipped and taken away. With the steal is going to be Nichols. Nichols down to the paint. She puts it up, hits the bottom of the backboard, and she will draw the foul.
Macy Meyer got her on the arm.
1:38 left to play in this ball game. The game in Havre is under 30 seconds, and actually under 10 seconds now, and it looks like Providence going to get the win. They're up 65-59. So it looks like we'll have a three-way tie for second place after tonight. Rocky Mountain College will be up by one game over Montana Tech, Carroll College, and the University of Providence if it holds as is right now.
The only thing I don't like about this is they've got 3 or 4 teams that are capable of playing in the national tournament, and because of their records, probably only one is going to get to go this year.
Trinity Nichols, second is good. Yeah, that's going to be real interesting to find out how this shakes out. I would have to assume, you know, teams winning games at the Frontier Tournament is going to be a big one as well.
Oh, yeah, it always plays into it.
You know, not the idea of winning the tournament, but just the idea of adding more wins to your total.
Well, I'm looking at the free ride if you get upset.
Yeah. Across the baseline, pass is knocked to the ground. Western the other way. Transition basketball. Here comes Hagee. Hagee puts up, shot blocked, out of bounds. Western ball.
Hagee got too deep. The bigs are sitting in there. They got a piece of it.
1:08 left to play. And Western will look to bring it in here. So Western sends him in motion. A little over a minute left to play. The inbound shot, no, that one's tipped out of bounds. Remains Western basketball.
Yeah, Belich is struggling a little bit from the floor tonight, and I think I'm looking at her shot. Before she had it follow through, got it up high, and now she's shooting a little bit flat.
The inbound left side to Belich. She'll hand it off to Nichols. Nichols up top. A minute left to play. Deep three is on the way. That one's going to hit the left side of the iron, no good, and goes out of bounds. Tech basketball. 51 seconds remaining here in regulation. Montana Tech leads by 13. So they look to be tied with Carroll College for second place in the Frontier Conference standings. And a huge game on the horizon on Saturday.
They haven't been that high in a long time.
No. The inbound. Badavinik will bring her down the floor. A whistle and a foul. So it is official. Providence gets the win over Northern 67-62. So if Tech wins this one, the 3 teams will be tied for second place, 1 game behind Rocky Mountain College.
So the Providence game is looming very big.
Yeah, I think, you know, off the top of my head, I believe, well, we've got to go look. I was going to guess on who has the tiebreaker between Carroll and Providence. So let's go take a look here. First free throw is up and good for Batto. Second, off the back of the rim, no good. Belic grabs the rebound. And here come the Saints back the other way. Across the timeline. Near side with it is Sammy Love. Love with the right hand, drives into the paint, spins to her left. Shot partially blocked by Badavinik. Batto gets the block. Montana Tech with a rock, and we'll get a whistle and a foul. All right, so let me take a look here real quickly. Carroll beat Providence the first time they played, lost the second time, and lost the third. So Providence has the tiebreaker over Carroll. We have the tiebreaker over Carroll, and Saturday's game will decide between Montana Tech and Providence who has the tiebreaker between those two.
Shot at second place.
Yeah. Yeah, so whoever wins here Saturday will win second place.
Just nice to get that bye.
So Badavinik puts that one down. Montana Tech by 16. So the Digs going to be in a three-way tie for second place. Rocky Mountain College in first. Tech, Carroll, and Providence will all be tied for second. Driving to the baseline, shot goes up, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And some shots here. For our Tech fans watching and wondering, if Tech wins Saturday and Rocky loses, there would be tied for first place, but Rocky does have the tiebreaker. It's the only team in the conference thus far that has the tiebreaker over Montana Tech.
Yeah, I think they're 3-0 against Tech, aren't they?
Yes. Free throw up and good.
They are one of the teams that Tech has a problem with the bigs inside. The Detman girl is really good.
And that one is up and good.
And the Wasson girl, the freshman, is playing excellent.
Montana Tech, Providence on Saturday. And actually, my apologies, Tech, Danny Thatcher, who, speaking of sickly people that are probably listening and watching on the couch, Montana Tech has 2 wins over UP already. So Tech has the tiebreaker against Providence and Carroll.
Oh, I thought they split.
Yep, Tech won both. Won the first one 62-58, the second one 73-66. At the line. Second one is on its way for Chloe Sandiford and good. Montana Tech by 16. The inbound pass to Sammy Love. Love across the timeline. Love gonna fire at the horn. That one is up and good. Sammy Love knocks down the 3 with half a second left, and Montana Tech gonna get the win. 80-67 is our final. The Digs get the win over the Bulldogs. A 13-point win and a 2-1 season sweep. A series win here over the Bulldogs of Montana Western. JT, give us your final thoughts, brother.
Well, I just thought Tech was really good. I thought Hadley didn't score a ton of points, but she's so effective at ball movement, the double team. It opened up everybody else, and they just took advantage of those double teams.
So again, real quickly, we were just talking about it. Let's give you a look at this real quick. We'll get the numbers and we'll get out of here. So Rocky Mountain College will go to the top of the pile. They're 18-9, 10-4 in conference. Carroll College, Montana Tech, and the University of Providence are all 9-5 in Frontier Conference play. And Montana Tech has the tiebreaker over both of those schools going into the final day of action.
Yeah, and what we're looking for here now is second place. I think Providence is in as number 1.
So again, thanks for joining us here. Let's run you through the numbers quickly for Western. They put 63 up as a team. Lund and Davis both get 16 points on the night. Hagee with 10. From there you have Maddie Moy and Nichols each with 7. Love with 3, Belic with 2, and Peterson with 2 for the Bulldogs of Montana Western. On the other side for Montana Tech, they shot 45% for the game. They were led by Liv Wongren, a new career high for her with 23 points here tonight. She was 7 of 9 from the floor, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Liv had a monster 23 points. Also in double digits, Aubrey Rademacher with 14, Kaya Wasson with 11. From there, you have Hankowitz with 4. Let's see, also Badavinik with 5, Haber with 4, Neibauer with 4, and Mason Bear with 2 points on the night as Montana Tech puts 80 on the board, and they get the win here tonight over the Bulldogs.
A lot of good production off their bench.
The men are on the floor warming up, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we will have the men's game coming your way in just a bit. Stay close.